Hi, this is Gwen Peterson, and I wanted to make a quick video about what I discussed with one of my clients today. Now, if you are doing fantastic on program and do not foresee any bumps in the road between now and the end of the new year, this video is not for you. This video is for those of you who might be struggling on plan and are trying to figure out how you're going to navigate the holidays, choosing that you are going to go off plan. Because as a coach, while we would love everybody to say, no, I'm just going to cruise through the holidays, stay perfect on plan, eat my turkey and green beans and a salad and no dessert and brownie bake for dessert, I'm aware that some of you, that is not your plan. And this is your journey. It gets to look like whatever you want it to look like. So I want to kind of tell you what I did as a game plan with one of my clients earlier today on their 12-week check-in. So she let me know that she does not plan to stay on track for the day of Thanksgiving, for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and then as one event that she thinks she's going to go off plan for. So as we know, the failure to plan is a plan to fail. So here's what I suggested for her to do. Go to a website called timeanddate.com, timeanddate.com, and you can print out these free calendars. So what we did is I went to my printer and we marked off Thanksgiving, and then we marked off Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and that random day that she thought she was going to go off plan. Because I want to show you what this really looks like, because a lot of us think we're doing really well on program and we're like 90%, and the 90% doesn't work when you're having off plan days. So starting with November, and today is November 3rd. So just so you know, so if you happen to watch this in January or February, you can do the same thing to game plan where you want to end up based on what you're choosing. So for November, starting today, Tuesday, and taking this day, that means you will be on plan 26 days. But when you choose to go off plan this day, it actually puts you back 4 days to get back into fat burn. So minus 4 days, you're really in fat burn 22 days for the month. Now, let's move over to December. So when you take the red X's, now what I'm doing is adding those together. So instead of 4 days off plan, I'm just making that 5 days here, 5 days here, 4 days there to total the 14 days. So in December, all the unblocked boxes is 27 days minus the 14 days out of fat burn. That is 13 days total in December. You're going to be in fat burn due to making those choices, which again is okay. I just want you to see why the on-plan days are going to be very important for you. So when you add these two up, looking at that, you're on plan 22 days plus 13 days. That is 35 days on plan if you're 100% and don't deviate those other days. Now we know, disclaimer, results not typical. We have our disclaimer. I'll put it in the comments below. But what you want to know is most people that stay on plan for full 30 days lose an average to 10 to 12 pounds. So if we're on plan 35 days, over a 2-month stretch, you're going to average a 10-pound loss, which means about 5 pounds in 1 month and 5 in another, or really what we know is November is probably going to be more like a 7-pound month, and this is going to be more like a 3 or 4 pound month. So I just wanted to show you when you really plan out what decisions you're making and really look at how the math of this works, where you're truly going to end up being. And so for her, when we really mapped it out, she was okay with only being down another 10 pounds by January 1st. But if that's not what you're okay with and that will frustrate you, then you need to make some really clear decisions on what your red X's are going to be. And if you're going to stay the course, or if you're not, but you get to be very aware of what your outcome is going to be. So again, if you're that person that's plugging along, doing awesome, and you are not struggling, this is not what you need to do. Stay the course. You're doing great. We're proud of you. But other people that are struggling, staying the course is not even in their mind frame right now, and that's okay as well. So you get to choose to be create what you want on the blank days that hopefully will turn into green X's so you can see all the days you've done well. And I'm going to give you a couple tips on how to stay the course in those days. A couple of things. Again, failing to plan is a plan to fail. So number one, go use an app like MyFitnessPal, whatever it is that you want to use, and track every single fueling, track every single bottle of water so that you know exactly what you're putting in your mouth. Because trust me, if you're already planning to have some off-plan days, and I'm preaching to the choir, you're thinking you're doing your days 95%, and chances are it's really only 80% when you start plugging it in. The other thing I will seriously challenge you to do is, because you know what, this week, trust me, once you go off plan here, your brain's going to tell you, well, am I even going to get in fat burn? And I'm just going to eat crap. Boom, you're still out of fat burn. And you now are not going to lose 2 days, the 5 days here and the 5 days here. You're going to lose a whole week to junk going into your mouth. So you get to be very on target. So when you're trying to stay on plan, what's the first thing most people do? The first fueling of the morning is not normally a negotiable thing. They start strong, right? They start with their morning shake. I like to heat mine up, right? So if you're willing to stay on track with the fueling, why are you not staying on track on the mental component? So like you've heard in my other videos, while you're making your morning shake, or while you're starting to get ready for the day, literally go to your podcast app on your phone, go subscribe to the Optavia Habits of Health podcast and the Never Binge Again podcast. The Never Binge Again ones, there's like 7-minute ones. They're short. Some of the Optavia ones are 20, some are 25. And if you focus on fueling your brain while you're doing your first fueling of the morning, guess what's going to happen? You're going to have a better day throughout the day and have less days where by the end of the night, you're like, well, I'm not really in fat burn, so maybe I'll have a bowl of cereal, or maybe I'll have some leftover Halloween candy, or whatever that is. If you start fueling your brain as you're fueling your body, chances are that will help those neural pathways in your brain, and you will end up having a successful day on the days that you want to have success, around the days that you might be choosing to go off plan. So if you decide to go print out the time and date calendar and really figure out what you want for the next 60 days, number one, go talk to your coach about your plan. Tell them that this is what your plan is or what it's not, and that what you want to accomplish, so that they can help you succeed every step of the way with what you want your plan to be. And then comment below what you've learned from this video, if you decided to use time and date, and how many days that you will end up being in fat burn over these next 60 days as you are planning out the end of your year. Because honestly, if you don't do this, mark my words, whatever you are on the scale today, January 1, you will still be that on the scale, because you didn't plan the days that you really are going to stay focused and the days you may make some different decisions. So comment below, let me know what your plan is. And I hope that what I did with my client today on her week 12 check-in serves you for your next eight weeks of the year. Hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.